Welcome to the Leverage Show. Get more from your business and your life. Remember to share your business questions and challenges with me at leverageshow.com, and I'll answer them on future episodes. So today I want to share with you the best website platform and tools for your business. Now, I have been in the internet marketing space for greater than 10 years at this point. So I have tried probably every single website platform and software idea that's come out. I've tried thousands of different tools for websites. It's essentially what I do for my business. So I'm very highly qualified to share with you what I believe are the tools that you can use for your business. And these will work for any business. Depending on what kind of website you want to set up, it really won't even matter, because in my opinion, as simple as the solution is, it gives you the best overall value. It gives you the best overall flexibility, power, and also professionalism that you would want in your website. And so I have one main website platform, and then I have a couple of website tools. Now, this list is by no means exhaustive. Depending on what you want to do, there's a lot of other things that you can do, but just keeping it really core, simple, and basic. If you're trying to decide, should I set up my website, or how do I set up a website, or should I revamp my website? What are the best tools and platforms? I mean, this is a big question people have, because you see these ads or you see these offers for like instant website builders and things like that, and it's hard to know sometimes what to go with. But I'm going to share with you a quick little piece of advice about it, and then I'll get into the things that I want to share with you. So the piece of advice is, a lot of the automated website builder services, they're very limited. And what I mean by that is they're easy, so it doesn't require much of a learning curve, but you're very limited on how you can expand or add functionality. So if your goal is just to sort of set up a website as a placeholder, and that's really all you're ever going to do with it, you just want it to look nice, maybe put your contact info on there, that's fine. But if you want the ability for your website to be able to grow and expand with you, so maybe not initially, but eventually you could offer, paid products and services through your site. You can have people signing up on your website for your mailing list. You could have people, sharing your content. You could post videos. If you want to be able to do all the kinds of different things that you can do, then I recommend that you go with this. The first is the easiest, most common website platform is actually also the best, and that is WordPress. Now, you can go to wordpress.org is the WordPress I'm talking about, not wordpress.com, and here's the difference. WordPress.com allows you to just type in some stuff and it sets up your website, and that's great, but again, you're limited. You can't use a lot of the tools that you're going to want to use for your website if you use that service. It's easy, but you can't use it. The better option is on wordpress.org. You can actually download the software for free. You set up WordPress on your website, and by the way, if you're scared of technology, you can literally go on Fiverr.com or Upwork.com, and you could find somebody to do this for you for, I don't know, $20. It doesn't cost anything to get this set up on a website. So you get your website set up with WordPress as the main platform. Now, here's why you want to use WordPress. It's open source, which means it's free, and it means lots of different people are contributing different fixes, updates, content, and improvements to it. If you buy something that's a proprietary system, the minute that company decides this isn't profitable anymore, we're not going to waste any more time developing it, you no longer have a platform that you can use. WordPress has been around a long time, and it's only gotten better. It's very stable. They constantly release new updates, but it's very stable. And there are tons of plugins and themes that you can add to it to add functionality, and a lot of them are free. So you've got a stable environment that tons of people know how to work on. So if you need to outsource the technical skills, that's the other benefit. It's very common. Everybody knows how to use WordPress. Any outsourcer is going to be able to do this for you. It sets up in a few minutes and it's free. I mean, what more could you want than that? Now, The second tool that you're going to want to use to build on this platform is a website builder. You know, that WordPress in and of itself is nice, but the themes that it comes with are relatively simple. So there isn't a lot that you can do in terms of creating a professional looking website with just a WordPress platform. However, the Optimized Press theme is a premium theme that marketers now have used for years. They've released new versions of it, and again, it's constantly been evolved and made better. The original one was good. The new one, 2.0, it's not brand new, but it's the newest one, is excellent because it gives you drag and drop functionality to build web pages. You don't need technical skills. You don't need to hire a designer. You don't need to hire a developer. If you can drag and drop with your mouse, then you can use Optimized Press. They have good tutorials. It costs a little bit of money to buy the theme, but what you do is get the theme and install it in WordPress. Now you have the ability to create beautiful drag and drop pages without any programming at all. You can change layouts, you can add, videos, you can add images, you can add anything that you can think of. All the social sharing stuff is built in. It has a ton of functionality. It's very, very user-friendly. So Optimized Press is worth the investment to get it, because when you sit that on top of WordPress, now you have a great platform and you have a theme that's super professional that sits on top of it, that you can make your website look as professional as you want with it. I've used that almost exclusively now for years, and so have a lot of other people in the industry niche that I'm in, and we've all done really, really well with it, and that's been very successful. So whether you're launching a corporate site, whether you're making a sales funnel type site with multiple upsells and a sales video, whether you're launching a book, or you want to create opt-in forms for people to subscribe to your mailing list, it has all those templates built into it. So you just choose a template, and then you can drag and drop and change fonts and move things around any way you want. And so the Optimized Press theme is the theme that you want to go with. Now, the third tool, and again, this isn't an exhaustive list, but the third thing that you're going to want to invest in is a plugin called Backup Buddy. Now, Backup Buddy is and by the way, on the themes, just so you're aware of this, I've tried no less than probably 125 to 150 themes. So when I tell you that the theme is probably the best one I've used, it's probably the best one I've used. There are a lot of others, and a lot of them are powerful, but they're very clunky and hard to use. A lot of them are really simple, but the features stink. So Optimized Press gives you the best of both. Now, Backup Buddy is a WordPress plugin. So again, it's something that you can add to WordPress in basically one click. It also, I think it might have a free trial or something. There's a small fee associated with it. But what this allows you to do is make backups of your full site, and you can even schedule backups, and you can even have them sent off-site. It's the best backup software for a WordPress site that I've ever used. Again, I've used dozens and dozens of backup tools, and I can tell you, because for me, the two issues with backup software is that, number one, it has to work. If it dies after it's backed up a couple of times and starts kicking out errors and all this other stuff, it's useless to you, because then when your site goes down, you can't restore it. And believe it or not, a lot of the backup stuff I've tried, that's what happens. It might make the initial backup, but after a week or two, it starts failing, and then you've got a problem. The other issue is the ability to restore. And this is another big issue. I've used backup software that claims it's great. It backs up the site. It's impossible to restore. You can't get your site put back on. With Backup Buddy, it gives you a tool called Import Buddy that allows you to not only restore your site in basically a couple of clicks, but also you can clone it. So you can make a backup and you can restore it somewhere else as a clone. It's the simplest to use backup tool that's very reliable. And the reason you want that, even above security tools, a lot of people will tell you, get this security tool, get that security tool so you don't get hacked. Unless you have a site that gets a lot of traffic, the likelihood of getting hacked or even mattering isn't much. Now, if you're storing customer data on there, that's a different story. But if it's just like a corporate website to set up to show people what you're all about, you don't need to worry that much about the security side of it. But the backup, you do. Because if the site ever does get hacked, or if the server ever goes down or gets corrupt, if you don't have a backup, you're basically starting from scratch. So those are the minimum, that's the minimum core. WordPress platform, optimized press theme, backup buddy. That will get you up and running, and it'll allow you to make backups of your site that are easy to restore. Then you can start looking into other things like security plugins. There are a host of other things, and I'll share some with you on other episodes as well. But that is the basic platform. If you use that platform, you can't go wrong, because you can find a ton of people that can work on those platforms for very, very cheap. They don't require specialized skill. If you have any technical skill, or at least you're not afraid of it, you can learn how to do it yourself. You can get up and running really fast. And as far as cost goes, even though it's going to cost you a little bit to get 2 of those tools, it's far cheaper than outsourcing the development of a whole website. I've done that. It's cost me thousands. And then when I wanted to go in and make changes, I would have had to pay them to come in and make changes again anyway. Whereas with Optimized Press, you set up your site in one way, and then you decide, you know what? I want to change the layout of this page. It's a nightmare if you have to learn how to code or pay somebody to do that every time. Not only is it the expense, but you have to wait. This way you can drag and drop, and you can do it much, much easier. So use those 3 tools. You can get your website up and running today, or get it overhauled today and get it looking great in absolutely no time flat. Now remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have a question, post it at leverageshow.com so I can answer it for you on a future episode. And until next time, make it happen.